They took the lead against Gravesend and Northfleet after just 8 minutes, with King's third goal in 3 games this summer. But it wasn't long before the home side equalised. Rob Owen sent the ball into the area and Adrian Pennock put it past his own keeper. Just before half-time, Gillingham were ahead again, and once again it was Marlon King with the goal, casually walking the ball across the line. The biggest cheer of the match came when player-manager Andy Hessenthaler brought himself on after 7 months out with a serious injury. And just before the end, Gravesend's Paul Booth made the final score 2-2. Hessenthaler later confirmed he hopes to tie up a move for David Perpetuini in the next day or so after a successful 3-week trial from Watford. Field saw Gillingham salvage a draw thanks to a very special goal. Brighton had taken the lead through Lee Steele with just 15 minutes left. The Seagulls then had chances to extend the lead after over their former landlords, Andy Hinchelwood coming close here. But then with just 3 minutes left, Kevin James stepped up. He was a long way out, but hit it first time and incredibly sweetly. There was a slight deflection, but it flew past Michelle Kuipers, and both managers were very happy.
It was a good test because Brighton are a good side, have just come up as well. But we mixed it about a bit second half, brought a few other players on. So all in all, I was pleased with the exercise.
We passed the ball around nicely, and I thought at the end, we were going to have that elusive win. But fair credit to Gillingham. I think it was a fair result.
Gillingham's next game is against Dover on Saturday, while Brighton left for a short tour of Ireland this afternoon. Meanwhile, the Gills have agreed a fee for Watford's David Perpetuini and revealed they're now targeting Norwich City's Welsh international striker Ewan Roberts.
And 2 top teams, Charlton from the Premiership and Gillingham from the First Division, met in a curtain raiser to the new season, which starts next Saturday. New striker Guy Epua had the home fans roaring with a quality goal, linking superbly with Marcus Browning. Gillingham won 3-2 and, not surprisingly, it was a result that pleased manager Andy Hessenthaler.
Very pleased. I mean, they're a strong Premiership outfit and they've done fantastic last year. We treated it the right way. I said to them before the game, look, we're a week away from starting our season. Let's treat it as a First Division game.
David Perpetuini became a Gill at around 3 o'clock this afternoon after what's been a frustrating time for the manager Andy Hessenthaler. Charles Lambert reports.
Say that you can't do both jobs. We'll see.
At the start of last season, I challenged Andy Hessenthaler to a game of Subbuteo. This close season has felt more like a game of drafts. Time and time again, he's come close to signing players like Barnsley's Neil Shipley and Stoke's Graham Kavanagh, only to be foiled.
It's going on around all over the country. It's difficult to bring players in. I mean, wage demands and, it's just big fees now. The money in football is massive at the moment. So, yeah, we've been frustrated, but we know that we've got a good enough squad at this present time to cope in this division.
David Perpetuini's signing from Watford took more than a month to agree. It was eventually finalised this afternoon. But the lack of transfer activity could open the door for some of the youngsters on Gillingham's books. Mark Lovell, son of former Gill Steve, made his debut at the end of last season, though he's injured at the moment. Richard Rose, playing at wing-back, impressed in pre-season, as did midfielder Danny Spiller, who was injured for much of last year.
Richard Rose is definitely one for the future. He's looking good. You've got young Spills. He's been out for a while. He's looking sharp. All the young boys are. Everyone's fighting for a place now.
2 former Charlton trainees may figure. Jason Brown, who's taken over from Charlie Mitten as deputy to keeper Vince Bartram, and Kevin James, who scored an outstanding goal in the pre-season game against Brighton. And speaking of goals, what about Guy Epua, the man signed from Scunthorpe late last season? He certainly looks promising. In other words, Gillingham fans, you live in interesting times. Charles Lambert for Meridian Tonight.